Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And Josh Hill has it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
1-yard line.
Switch up, switch up. It's free. It's my team.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Now, he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 29. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They go back to Gordon here on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
On the carry.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Denver.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They fake the handoff. Now Locke rolling to his right. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7. Washington, nothing. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Running, it's Drake. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the...
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shop. Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Makes it 3rd and...
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
On the play. 1st down, Broncos.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
8-yard
First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. Now it's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. To throw it is Locke. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Complete.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. Now Drake loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 27, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 17-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
58, boys, 58, 58. Come on. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get on. 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Block off a play action. Left side here, that's the tight end Fan. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Locke to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Chase Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 30 on second down. Lock, open man, Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards on the play, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
On the carry. The tackle made by Matt Ioannidis. It's a gain of 3.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins targeting and finding Stills once more. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
At the Broncos' 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he finds Stills, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. That's caught out wide by Stills. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to Kenny Stills.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run with Dre. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
On the carry.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 5. Here we go. Zoom. Fires the mark. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Now this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st down, Broncos.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
That's a safety creep.
Now Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And
he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go. H3, 218. Chopper. Zoom, fellas. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. They'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 33. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
For the extra point.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
It's been a long day for you.
On first down, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this